All right, question D here. Now, this is a tricky one. It says Travel Safe Airlines can add 8 extra seats to one of its flights in order to allow 8 more passengers to travel from Melbourne to London on this day. Name 2 cities between which these extra seats could now be available. All right, this is a tricky one. So let's come up here. As you can see, I've cleared the board. Make sure you do these things in pencil because, you want to always clear it off and then go from there. All right. Where can I add 8 more seats? What I did here was I just considered different points. Tell me if you find a more efficient way of going about this. But the way I thought about it was like this. And, if you're in an exam situation, you would want to think through this a bit quicker, but I think this is the general thought process you would want to go through. If I added 8 more seats here, that would be 5 plus 8 would become 13. So now you might be thinking, well, that's good because B to LA can maintain those 13 because it's 14 here. But then do you see how this is 12? So even if I push this up to 18, it's pointless because I can only fit 12 people through here. So I can't push through that maximum amount of people. So that means it's pointless to push it through here. It's also pointless to add them here because if I add 8 onto this 12 can't maintain it. So it just means it's pointless to add anything along this pathway. Even if I was to add it, say, to here, this now would become 20. Well, I can only fit 5 people through here. So adding 8 anywhere along that pathway is pointless. And hopefully you can understand that logic there. Another point in which it's pointless to go through would be down here. For instance, if I was to make this 28, well, this pathway here can only maintain 27. So pushing all of those 28 through there, I'm not going to push on as much there. Even if, I was to push on 27 people through here, how many more people would I have? Well, now I could only push 1 person through there, couldn't I? Because I've got 28 here. I'm sending 27 that way. That means I have 1 to push up here. And then once I've done that, then I've got, 1 plus 9 plus 12. So all of together, 1 plus 9 is going to be 10. 10 plus 12 is going to be 22. But I can only push 14 people through here, can't I? So as you can see, even though I've added 8 here, it didn't actually increase the amount of passengers I can put through from Melbourne to London. So that means pushing it through here is pointless. Pushing it through here is pointless. Pushing it through here is pointless. And then, you'd keep on going. You say, all right, what if I was to push 8 people through here? This would become 30. All right, if that becomes 30, I can push 8 people through here. I can push 9 people through here. 8 plus 9 is 17. Okay. And then I'm not actually going to end up putting any more people through this because 8 people are going through there, 9 people are going through there, 14 people are going through there. Do you see how I'm not actually increasing the amount of people going through Melbourne to London? So it's not working there. The only place it would work, the only place where adding additional seats would actually result in 8 more people getting there would be if you added it to here and made this 16. And the reason why is because now you could say, all right, 22 people are pushed here. Now, I still have, there's 22 here. So that 22 can all be furnished by that 16 here. So I've actually increased it by 8 if they go from Melbourne to Hong Kong, Hong Kong to London. So I've pushed that up there. So that means my answer is going to be Hong Kong to London. Hong Kong to London. I can put on those additional seats. And sure enough, my answer is Hong Kong and London. So maybe I should have said Hong Kong and London, not 2. Hong Kong and London is my answer there. So name 2 cities between which these seats can now become available, Hong Kong and London. So that is a tricky question. So I don't want to sugarcoat it. It is a tricky one. Hopefully that explanation that I provided makes somewhat sense. You can keep going here. I just want to spend a bit more time just thinking this through. I'm thinking, if I was to make this... that is 16, and I've got 22 people here. Well, I could say, all right, this 22 could be split. So I could say 16 could go here. And if 16 are going through here, well, 22 minus 16, that means I've got 6 people going through here now, don't I? I have 6 people going through there because I've got 6 left. And then I've still got this 12 to supplement it, don't I? So it's going to be 12 and 6. That's now going to be 14. So as you can see, even with that way, I'm still furnishing 16 more people going through. So it's not kind of like diluted away there. So I do wonder if anyone else has found another good way of thinking through this question. But I think this is the best way of thinking it through and just kind of going it through logically, thinking about how to push it through. If you're still watching this video, you still might be struggling a bit with this question. Another question that is similar to this, if you go to Southern Hemisphere 2021, question 3 in the network section, this one is kind of similar to it as well. So you might want to have a look at that as well, in talking about, increasing it and where you could increase it. It's kind of similar to it, but you might just want to have a look at that as well, just to kind of brush up on this skill. Oh, where am I going? Exam revision, NHT. Oh, I didn't put it in the right spot. All right, I'll see you in the next part.